It looks like the new Onyx on the inside, but it's not. It's the new Sonic. The compact SUV that Chevrolet positions between the Onyx and the Tracker, they call it a coupe SUV. Automakers like that, but a four-door coupe doesn't exist. But that's another discussion for another time. This car is very important for the region. You can see that we're at an event, which is like a mini auto show. Here at A&B, there are 2,000 people from all over Latin America. And the price for Brazil came in aggressively, $129,990 to compete with the Nivus, even with the Terra. If we look at Volkswagen, Pulse, Fastback, anyway, it's the segment of those subcompact SUVs, right? Subcompact SUVs. So between Onyx and Tracker, notice here, look, spot the difference, the new Chevrolet bow tie for you to recognize inside. The car is very well finished, right? Also in this competition. Two versions, RS and Premier, are practically identical in terms of equipment. They haven't even said if there will be a price difference. We're still at a stage we call avant-premiere, right? Avant-premiere, first contact with the car, hashtag first contact, a segment we created here on the channel, so there's not even a key. Look, I can't even show you the dashboard, but it's the same as the Onyx we know. Here, the back seat, the same space as well. The car doesn't change in terms of wheelbase. And the two versions, from what we noticed, change a lot in terms of mood and looks. I'm going to get out of here now because as soon as I leave, people will rush in. So I'm staying here inside as long as I can with clean audio. But the Premier has that more chrome look, and the RS comes with darkened details. The car already comes very well equipped in all versions too. There are things like that self-parking assist, which I've never seen anyone use in the real world, right? It's impossible in São Paulo to have the patience or someone in the back seat, actually, someone behind you to wait for you to park. The noise from the Combi got louder, but I'm going to show the design, right? A car that's going to get attention for its design, the front end, with the very slim headlights. Here, it's LED. This version was the Premier. We're talking about chrome wheels, right? From the side, the easiest thing to notice is that it looks like an Onyx, right? They use the same doors here, even the same detail here, this kind of fringe on the door that reminds me of the Cadet. Chevrolet, you didn't ask, but I'm giving my opinion anyway. I would have changed this element here somehow so the car's profile would be more distinguished from the Onyx. And the easy way to recognize it on the street is the big tail light here, right? It's kind of segmented like this, horizontal, which reminds you of the Equinox. EV, right? Notice that. And now B is going to freak out. Because of this, the bow tie isn't illuminated on the rear. But my God, that's crazy. It's really awesome. It's illuminated like this here in the front, right? Now, since the car isn't on, it doesn't show up, but it'll be something different for people who see the car on the street. Chaos has started here. Look, they opened the box for lunch. People love free food. Yeah, just so you guys aren't left out here. I'm going to try very delicately to show a little bit of the RS2, right? I imagine that this color, this matte gray, which is the launch color, is the color from the commercial, so it's exclusive. The same long taillight, it's really easy to tell apart, right? The sportier look, black wheels, black roof, and, let me see if I can show it, an illuminated bow tie, which I think must be optional or an accessory, because on that Premier you could see it had a little chrome around it. Here too, the chrome bow tie. According to Chevrolet, right, the people said, not officially, but they have very, very high expectations for this car. It's supposed to become the best-selling Chevrolet in Brazil, right? And not just that. People think it could compete to be the best-selling car in Brazil, right? Yeah, in retail, we see the Terra doing really well. It's a car from the same segment, and the Dolphin Mini is currently the best-selling car. Yeah, in retail in Brazil. Look, here with the trunk open, it already connects with the dealership. It already connects. Show a little more of the RS interior here. You can see, look, the seatbelt is in a deeper red. Oh, well. I liked it. The dashboard also has details. Here, I think the Tracker RS experience, look, the RS on the armrests here, the Tracker RS experience with the really red seats, maybe traumatized Chevrolet a little in Brazil. A more discreet finish. The white goes well here with the RS. Maybe it would be my preferred configuration. Anyway, it's a car that has a lot riding on it, not only in Brazil, but throughout the entire Latin American continent. So the car presented today as a global car, right? I would say it's a continental car, right? but it's going to be Chevrolet's main sales model in Brazil and Argentina. In Argentina, it costs 38 million, only millionaires. Only multimillionaires can have it in Argentina, and B has trouble with the conversions, right? In Colombia, it's even worse, 80-something million. And in Paraguay and Uruguay, right, economies that are more, well, especially Paraguay where things fluctuate a lot, the car is priced in dollars. $19,900 in Paraguay dollar, $25,000 in Uruguay, which already helps you calculate, right? The import tax, Paraguay doesn't have an import tax. The import tax in Uruguay is 20%, right? That's why it costs 20 in Paraguay and 25 in Uruguay. Look, I went back into that first one to get my backpack, and now I'm going to have lunch. And stay tuned, soon there will be a more complete video about Sonic. No, I was talking about the engine, a small detail, right? Pretty important, the engine we know, right? 1.0 turbo from the Onyx, 0 to 100 in 10 seconds, highway fuel economy reaches 15. Check the specs for the Onyx 1.0 turbo, you'll see the numbers. 15 kilogram force meters of torque, 116 horsepower if I remember correctly. There's always that disappointment, right? Couldn't they have put the 1.2 turbo from the Tracker in the RS version to make it stand out? Maybe that'll come later. Let's wait and see. Leave a like on this video, subscribe to the channel, and tell us in the comments what you think. Did you think this price was too expensive? Chevrolet, sell this one for a lower price. Look, the Onyx is easier to park. Actually, not the Onyx. The Sonic is the easiest to park in the world. If you thought the 130 was expensive, pass on it. Over at Kavak, we found the previous generation Sonic, the hatchback for 30. I'm telling you these days, but let me know in the comments, right? Will it be able to reach the significant sales numbers that Terra is achieving nowadays? Will it go head-to-head with Terra, Nivus, Pulse, Fastback? Anyway, this competition is tough in this market. Leave a like on this video, subscribe to the channel, and as I said before, stay tuned, and of course there will be a test drive event, an official launch event for the car in the Brazilian market, even though sales are already open. If you go to Chevrolet's website, you can already reserve yours. But then, we'll be able to show things more calmly and in more depth. Thanks a lot, take care, big hug, and even the lunch line is going to be a battle, my friend. Thanks a lot. So,